welcome to Glasshammer Gaming's second battle report. I'm here with John Partridge, England hopeful, and we're going to do a battle report for you. And it's going to be one of the missions from the up-and-coming St George's Champion tournament that we're doing, one of the missions from there. So it's ITC and ETC mixed missions, because we feel it just makes for more interesting games.
And then you don't have the randomness and the really annoying thing of drawing terrible maelstrom cards as well.
See, people are liking it.
Well, yeah.
And so we're going to do a battle report for you. John is using Eldar, I'm using Tau, and we're going to just explain the armies to you guys now. Okay guys, so first we have the Tau army. So I have one absolutely massive Tau battalion, and then a tiny Tau battalion, and an even smaller Vanguard detachment. So the first detachment is really where all the cool stuff is. So you have Shadowsun and Dark Strider, and then you have 3 units of 5 Fire Warriors, 3 units of 6 Shield Drones to protect these 8 broadsides. They've all got 2 high yield missile pods each, 2 smart missile systems each, and advanced targeting systems. And then you've got 1 Riptide, and he's got a heavy burst cannon, 2 smart missile systems, advanced targeting system, and also a velocity tracker. And then you've got the small battalion is literally just 2 Cadre Fireblades. One of them is the Warlord, and his Warlord trait is through Unity Devastation. And the Relic is on the other guy, and that's the command point regenning one. And then you've got 3 units of 5 Fire Warriors. And then the Vanguard detachment is literally just an Ethereal and 3 Fireside Marksmen for some extra marker-like support. So that's the Tau army, and we are going to smash Eldar today, baby.
Hey guys, this is John, and this is my Eldar army. So starting off, like most people, we've got Ynnari, and it's a Ynnari Outrider, so the fast attack, led by Yvrain. We've got 1 5-man squad of Swooping Hawks, and then we've got 2 squads of Shining Spears, 1 8-man, 1 7-man, and they both have the upgraded Star Lance that gives the Exarch strength 10. And then we've got the mandatory 9-man squad of Dark Reapers, and the Exarch's got a Tempest launcher, which is really useful for no line of sight, shooting around corners, shooting in buildings. Then I've got a Supreme Command, which is Bealtam. So I've got a Spirit Seer who carries the Relic for reroll psychic powers, 1 Farseer on foot and 1 Farseer on bike. The Spirit Seer has the Quicken psychic power, really good for jumping Shining Spears. The Farseer on bike has Doom and Executioner, and the Farseer on foot has Fortune and Guide. And we've got 1 Wave Serpent, and there's a little bit of proxying because I've taken the cheapest loadout I possibly can, which is 2 scatter lasers on top and shuriken cannons underneath. And then rounding it out, I've got an Alatog Airwing, so they're all -2 to hit. We've got 1 Hemlock Grey Fighter in the middle, and 2 Crimson Hunter Exarchs, each with star cannons, because that came down a bit in chapter approved. It's a really good unit for 161 points. And hopefully we'll be able to get over Manny's incredibly lucky dice rolling and get a win for the heroes in this story.
Okay guys, we're back here. We've just deployed and I'm just going to explain the mission first. So we're using, from the primary, we're going to use the supplies from above.
Supplies from above.
Yeah. Supplies from above from the chapter approved book, and we're using 5 objectives, and they're fixed objectives. So the 4 that you can see in the corners, they are 18 inches in from the long board edge and 12 inches in from the short board edge, and the one in the middle is literally directly in the middle of the board. So what we're doing is those objectives are there, and at the start of the second battle round and the start of every battle round from there, the objectives we roll off for each objective on the board, and whoever rolls the highest gets to move that objective up to 3 inches. So, you know, you can move it out of a unit holding them, you can move it closer to your own army if you're a combat army, even a shooting army. So, it's a bit more tactical throughout the game. And then for secondaries, John has picked.
So I've picked as my first one Marked for Death, which is a unit of power level 7 or more. So I've got Manny's 3 units of broadsides and the Riptide, so I need to kill them. I've then got Recon, which is have a unit in each quarter of the board. And then my final one is Old School, so First Strike, Last Strike, Warlord and Linebreaker.
Yep. And then I have picked, Big Game Hunter, because John's got 4 vehicles in his army. He has 3 flyers and a Wave Serpent. And then I've picked Marked for Death, so I need to kill his 2 units of Shining Spears. They're over here. One's there and one's behind that little building. And I've picked a unit of Dark Reapers and also Yvraine, who's power level 7, so I picked her. And then my final one is Ground Control, which is where I need to be on 4. I need to try and be on 4 to max out of the objectives at the end of the game for a point each. And also, I won the roll-off for picking deployment side, so I'm at a disadvantage. I have picked this side, which meant John got to deploy his entire army first, and now he's going to go first unless I can seize. So
I'm actually going to give Manny the first turn and pay 2 CP to redeploy 3 of my units.
Ah, very nice. So, just to explain here, so John deployed in the way that he has, put his Shining Spears at the front. I suppose this was like, just in case I deployed a bit aggressively, I think.
Yeah,
so you could take advantage of going first.
Really, I want to be flinging 1 unit of Spears up, so that's why I've got the unit on the front line. If Manny had deployed aggressively from the middle of the board, I could send them forward. Because Manny's deployed quite defensively, and I have the Phantasm Stratagem available, it means I can now redeploy right in the corner, hide from Manny, and basically waste his first turn of shooting.
Very nice. And I deployed sort of like in a counter way, because I knew that John has the choice to go first if he wanted to. So I deployed in a way where I wasn't really giving him many walls to charge from behind, because the bottom levels are blocked, but the Riptide can see through the middle level, so he'd be able to fire his cannon, as well as all the supporting SMS from the broadsides within range of him. So I deployed like that, but that has put me like quite far away from John's juicy things. So I feel like that's why he's taken the second turn.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, so we'll be back to you at the end of my first turn, or my most interesting phase if something crazy happens. Hi guys, we are here at the end of my turn 1, and the tower have literally just moved forward. Well, I called them on cast, they've all moved forward like 10 or 11 inches, and just shot SMS at 1 Shining Spear unit. So, John, how do you feel about going second?
I'm not sure it was the right decision. I think I underestimated just how devastating a million SMS shots can be. I've currently got his unit spears down from 8 to 2, so we're going to do the morale roll in a second. I think I'm undecided whether my decision to go second was correct. I get to move the planes, so the majority of his army was out of range. I had to keep these spears here because there was 2 characters there, whereas normally I probably would have liked to move them away, but as soon as I move them, I start losing characters to the SMS. So on the back foot already, probably going to be down a unit of Shining Spears. Manny's pretty close to me now, so I'm losing my ability to hide out of range of him as well. So I think I'm on the back foot a bit, but we'll see how it goes in my turn. And we'll do the...
Let's see this all-important morale roll. Oh, one dice, yeah. Not bad, not bad.
We've got 1 Shining Spear Exarch.
Left on his own. Okay, so that turn, I've literally just moved forward. So the only points I'm getting there are first strike. I've just killed the unit of Swooping Hawks that were sitting over here. So I got first strike for that. And I have just failed to get my first point for Marked for Death. There is one Shining Spear denying me that. But yeah, okay guys, we'll come back to you at the end of John's turn 1.
my turn 1, I hopped everyone out the wave serpent. So the Reapers moved to here. Couple with my Psychers are kicking around in this ruin, and the wave serpent went up there to eventually get that objective. The lone surviving Shining Spear has moved as far away as he can, starting to just basically hide, trying to deny Manny some points. My second unit, they moved up to here. Then, moving on to my Psychic phase, I managed to get Fortune off on them and Guide, and Quicken, so they moved right up to here. I failed Whirl the Phoenix on the Dark Reapers, so didn't get to shoot them in the Psychic phase. I then cast Executioner with one of my Farseers, killed 4 Fire Warriors, and then I doomed Manny's yellow unit of broadsides that are looking a bit depleted now. Then in my shooting phase, I basically tried to focus on the drones, and with a lot of my shooting at the broadsides and shooting at the drones is basically the same thing. I wound the same, so it's better to shoot the broadsides, force him to pass the drone saves, and it bypasses that 4-up invuln on the drones. So I did that quite a lot. A lot of my shuriken cannons shot at Fire Warriors, and I managed to kill 3 squads of Fire Warriors.
Or 3 squads, and that guy's down.
And that guy's on his own.
Oh, we should do here. Oh, he's.
Morale. Yeah.
Is he leadership 10? No, he's not leadership 10. So he's like.
So it might be an extra.
Leadership 7, and he's lost 4, so he's leadership 3. He rolls a 6. Tau auto pass on a 6, so that's fine. Bonding 9 for each one.
Yeah, bonding 9.
But I still managed to do a bit
There's
of damage.
19 Fire Warriors dead,
Yeah.
and I lost 2 broads. So I made a mistake. I deployed this 1 unit of drones, only guarding the Riptide and these 2 broadside units, because I wanted the Riptide protected. But I'd put a 3-up invuln on the Riptide anyway, so I should have chained them so they were also reaching the yellow unit. I only had 2 units of drones reaching the yellow unit, and both units of drones are completely wiped, and I've lost 2 broadsides. Not having that 1 unit here has cost me that second broadside. The first one I would have lost anyway, because I rolled enough 1s for him to take too many saves. But the second it's cost me a whole broadside, that 1 little mistake. From 1 drone, it was the last wound, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The last wound killed that broadside, so I needed 1 extra drone. So if I had that unit there, I would have had another broadside on the board still.
So yeah, Manny's killing the Fire Warriors let me jump the Reapers back, the Shining Spears, not Reapers, sorry, back, hide behind this ruin, out of line of sight of Manny's stuff. Probably going to be similar to last time when he unloads with all of his SMSs. But I've got Fortune, so hopefully that means I'm left with more than just 1 dude. And yeah, so we're going to go to the start of Manny's turn 2, when we start to see where the objectives move, which is part of this mission.
Oh yeah, let's do it, let's do that. Come on then, John.
Sorry, sorry guys, how many points did you score there though?
So I scored 2 points, 1 for first strike, killing a unit of my turn, which is part of the old school objective, and 1 for first strike, which is one of the tertiaries for this mission, at the Glasshammer missions.
Lovely, so it's 2-1 to John.
2-1 to John.
Our hero.
And he is obviously he's up on kill points too, but obviously we just do the 6 at the end.
Yeah.
Just showing his but he's winning.
Hashtag not all heroes wear capes.
The town definitely
Do it.
Not wearing my Batman outfit, otherwise would have done this.
Yeah, this one.
Let's roll for the one underneath me. 2. You can move that one 3.
I'm gonna do it.
You can't move it, so it
can't end its move.
It can't end its
models.
move on top of models. So if you can't clear it out,
I don't think I can put it anywhere, right?
No, I'm literally surrounded it.
Cool. Yeah, that one don't move.
Okay.
Should we do this one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
1,
2. Woo!
Go.
Come closer to the town. Okay, let's roll off for this one in the middle.
Yep.
I'm gonna win this one too. No.
6. So
that one's going.
if it's touching
split.
the terrain,
Yeah, can't do it.
can't do it.
No, terrain doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm going to move it
You can put it in the middle
basically.
of the wall.
Yeah, just
Can you
move
put it
it
in the
up to the wall then.
Yeah.
So it's basically there. So now I've got
You
my
want
Shining
to-
Spears and my Farseer. It's not very clear because I haven't finished painting them yet. But there's a Farseer. Is this little dude there? The guy with the sword and the little Farseer.
You can see.
Eventually, it'll,
He's gonna get owned.
this one, buddy.
5.
There you go. I've got units.
It's fine.
You've ranged in the wall.
Because we were talking about this, weren't
Yeah.
we? You didn't cover the object. You didn't put anyone on the middle of the objective.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
we're moving 3 away now, that's a point denied.
Don't forget you score your points at the top of your turn.
For this mission.
So for this mission,
No.
yeah,
At the start of the battle round, they move
No.
and then you score.
yeah, so you score. So basically, the way they've done it is it benefits the person going second.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. So because I moved it away, he didn't put anyone on the objective.
Yeah.
So I moved it 3 away from him. So that's a point denied.
Yeah.
It's a point
No,
denied.
because
to
he'll
him.
just move on to it at the end of his next turn.
Yeah, but this.
No, but they're
this
scored
round,
at the start of the round. So they moved now, and we score them.
after.
So he does not get. In this mission, it's progressive, but it's at the start. It's after they move, you then do the
Do you want to
progressive.
just explain that really clearly? Just
Yeah,
so
please
that-
do. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm with you.
basically
but
what
so everyone
happens
follows.
is it's a point for every objective you're on. Normally that's at the end of every
My
turn.
card's been
That's, at the end of every player turn. That's all the normal progressive missions. But in this one, the objectives all move up to 3 inches, depending on who wins the roll-off, at the start of each battle round. And then as soon as you move them, you do the progressive. So whoever's on which objective scores that many points.
Mm-hmm.
So because this one was covered by me, it doesn't matter where John moves it 3. Well, he couldn't because my models were in the way. It can't just move on models. But I was always going to get that point. But it's like the same here. So John's plane is over the middle of that objective. So it doesn't matter if I win, I can't move it completely out of 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it does matter because planes can't hold objectives.
The wave serpent is coming.
Yeah, so I'd have to move it this way, and then he's gonna. He
But-
might
so
not
I
get
got-
that one either.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
the
it's not,
wave
it's not in the
serpent
middle.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, the wave serpent's just about in.
Yeah.
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 So,
Do you want to roll for that
It
one
does
then?
matter. Yeah.
so I could have denied John 2 points here. 6? No.
Right.
No.
So that's moving over here then.
Let's move.
I'm moving it
Separate.
3 into the train as well.
Yeah.
So move my flyer. Basically hiding in there. Against Manny's army, the keeping it in ruins and out of line of sight isn't quite as strong because it was SMS, but still good practice.
Keeps him out of range of the missiles.
Okay then. Right.
Cool. So
We're all done. So this is now the start
I
of my
score some additional points, so I get initial 1, 2.
And I get 1.
Yeah.
So it is 4-2 to John.
Cool. Okay.
Alright guys, so we've just had my turn 2. As you can see, the only unit that's moved is the unit of drones, so they could get within range of all the battle suits. So the drones are the only thing that have moved, and everything else just stood still. So I called the Cowion to get full rerolls to hit. I got 5 Markalite hits on the Hemlock that was here, and that's now dead. It got shot out by all the missiles of all the broadsides, so it died. And then all the SMS went into the Shining Spear unit, and they're down to 1 Shining Spear and 1 wound. But he's passed his morale. So once again, there's 2 Shining Spears now, just 1-man units, and I can't get, what's it called? Marked for death on them. I just can't do it. So I just got 1 point for vehicle run to that turn, and that's all I got. But I think he's lost Jinx now. My drones have come in range of all the broadsides now. He's lost Jinx, which is quite big, I think.
Yeah.
And now he's lost all the Shining Spears pretty much. So it's literally just 1 unit of Dark Reapers and 2 Crimson Hunters now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can weather the storm here. Pull it back, baby, from behind. So yeah, I only got 1 point that turn. I'm still behind on points.
Cool, great. Okay, so 1 point for Manny. Start John's turn. Good luck, bro.
See how it goes.
You're doing it for everyone. All those people.
Don't
Manny's
jinx
got
it.
lucky.
Don't
He's
jinx it,
smashed.
man. Don't jinx it.
All their hopes are on your shoulders now.
So, end of my turn 2. Start my turn with movement. I move the Reapers out. They could see Riptides, and they're now out of range. Broadsides, sorry. Are now out of range for any swingback, so I didn't have to use one of my limited CPs on Fire and Fade for them. The Wave Sermons come here to screen the Doom Farseer. The planes have shifted over, and I've hidden my last Shining Spears with 1 unit each. There's 1 unit in here, sitting on the objective out of range of Manny, and there's 1 unit hiding right here. So that's just to try and stop Manny from getting the points from Marked to Death. I had a pretty good Psychic phase. I got Guide off from them, I got Doom off, I got Weather the Phoenix off, got Fortune off on one of the planes, and that really set me up for a really good shooting phase. The Dark Reapers shot at the broadsides, and they managed to wipe out the rest of Manny's drones from passing on the saves, and managed to kill a broadside as well. And then my 2 planes shot next, and they're a bit better at killing broadsides without drones than the Reapers because of the -3, and I got a bit lucky with Manny not getting many 5s in a very uncharacteristic Manny fashion. I managed to drop another broadside and put 1 on 1 wound. So I had to make a decision between trying to finish off units of broadsides for my Mark to Death, and whittling down units of broadsides to make Manny's stratagems a bit less effective. I chose the second one, and it will really be down to how it goes for the rest of the game. Can I whittle down these last few broadsides while not letting the Riptide deal loads of damage, because he's pretty much untouched at the moment. So yeah, top of Manny's turn.
Hi guys, so I just come back at the end of my turn 3, and a couple of planes got stupidly lucky. I was hitting on like 6s and stuff, but I still downed both of them. Well, the Riptide got stupid jammy because I got 5 Marker hits on one, so he was hitting it on 4s because he was -2 to hit, but then +2 to hit. Because +1 for the velocity tracker, +1 for the Marker hits. So he just killed a plane on his own. So the 4 broadsides hitting on 6s down the other plane. And then What else happened?
That was it.
Oh yeah, that was it. That's literally it. That's all that's happened. I moved slightly forwards. So I've gained 1 point for holding this objective, start of my turn, and then 2 points for Big Game Hunter for killing the 2 flyers. 3 points to me. I'm up 3 now.
Nice, nice.
Battling back, battling back.
Battling back. Cool, right.
So, at the start of my turn, I will immediately score 1, 2, 3 points.
Yep. So we're level again, and then it's whatever he can get in his turn.
So 7-7 again. Just so you know as well, Manny's been very clever and moved his broadsides over. And now Reapers can't see nothing. Nothing at all. So yeah, that's really interesting, and it's letting the town move up the board a little bit and start scoring on these objectives. So it's really tight, guys. So and you know, all points count.
Two really interesting things happened. So a lot of my other units aren't really doing much, so instead of talking through phase by phase, it's easier to talk about the two big units that did stuff. So the Dark Reapers over here, they were hidden over there and they had a 6-inch move, but I managed to get quick enough so I could move them a bit further, get them just in line of sight of Manny's broadsides, kill one broadside, whittle another down to 3 wounds.
I started him on Marked for Death. He's killed his first Marked for Death unit because of that.
And my second decision was, I had the Wave Serpent hiding behind the wall, and I basically had the option of moving out, making a charge, thinking I could weather the Overwatch, tag the broadsides, and that also lets me move my fastest there to start scoring recon. Seemed like a good plan in theory, but unfortunately I forgot about heroic intervention. So I made the assault, weathered the Overwatch, only took like, I think he's on 7 wounds left, so he's still pretty not bad. Charged this one dude, and my plan was to then pile him. Forgot about Manny's Warlord, this guy here, who could then just heroically intervene, base me, stop me tagging the broadside. So we talked it through, me, Manny and Dan, and we think, so Dan had forgotten, like we'd all forgotten, obviously except Manny, about the heroic intervention. I think in hindsight, I should have declared the Warlord as well. It would have given Manny a little bit more Overwatch, but I then would have been able to actually assault the Warlord and stop the heroic intervention. So hindsight, that's a better thing to do.
Personally, what I would have done is not made the charge at all. So I would have kept the Wave Serpent behind the wall, because the only things you have here are characters.
Yeah.
So next turn I wouldn't be able to shoot any of my missiles at anything, and I would only be able to shoot SMS at the Wave Serpent. So it maybe take a couple of wounds, but I have to come forward now because it's turn 4.
Yeah.
But then you might have got like a 6-inch charge from behind the wall.
Yeah.
Then my Overwatch would have literally just been.
But
SMS.
remember, with the walls, with the new assault, you can't go through the walls.
So you would have to come round. So you could have like started hidden and then you'd like an 8-inch charge. Or
Yeah,
something.
but then I would have had an extra turn of shooting with the Reapers.
I suppose,
A few less maybe.
Oh yeah, it would have stopped me from shooting all my broadsides.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you got caught by the heroic intervention.
It was a good move, Manny. Well done, well spotted, mate.
I'm not just lucky.
Okay, so score-wise, score any points there, mate?
I got 1 for one of my
for
Marked for Deaths, and I get 1 for recon, so I scored 2.
He started recon! He started recon! No!
So 2 points for you there.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Okay guys, so we've come back at the end of my turn, and all I've done was, the objectives have moved a bit, so I surrounded this one so it can't get away from me. I fell back from the Wave Serpent with the one guy, it's on that one, and then this unit chained over there but stayed within 6 of the cadre for rapid fire plus 1 shot, which paid massively for itself this turn. Amazing. The Fire Warriors only did one thing this game, but it's probably got rid of the most annoying model for me from his army.
Which is slightly below average saves.
Yeah, very below. Well, very over average saves, but very below average
I would
saves.
have rather kept the Wave Serpent though.
Yeah. So the Broadsides managed to kill the Wave Serpent, and they took the Exarch of the Shining Spears down to 1 wound. And then the Riptide shot everything at the Farseer, everything, 12-shot cannon, everything, and he got like 4 wounds on the Farseer, and he rolled 4 4-ups, passed all 4 saves.
The dice, they all
took
even
nothing.
out. They all even out.
And then the Fire Warriors, 4 Fire Warriors, with that extra shot because of the cadre, just killed the Farseer outright. They did like 9 wounds out of 12 shots. So he got like 10 hits, 9 wounds, because Dark Trader gave him +1 to wound, and then he just failed 5 saves. What was that? But yeah, so that turn we got 1 point for killing the vehicle and 1 point for holding an objective, so I've just got 2 points.
Perfect, right then, so that takes
Puts us on
to a draw again.
9-9, but John's
Tight
gone
game.
second.
Yeah.
So he's going to be up
It's a
slightly.
tight game.
At the start of my turn, I'll immediately score 2 points. But
So it's effectively 11-9.
9 to John.
11-9 at the moment. It's all to play for. So we'll. This is turn 4, isn't it? So
Yeah,
we want
it's my
turn.
turn 4.
We want turn after this.
So the writing's on the wall a bit for me now, and this turn I've really had to play to like not lose, keep as safe as possible. So I've had to move all my characters back inside, move out of smart missile range. I then go to psychics. I moved my Reapers up to here, tried to quicken them, failed quicken unfortunately, so I had to whirl the Phoenix to move them. Managed to shoot, kill 1 broadside, and then fire and faded back. So I've got my little caster now. Manny will be in range to SMS these guys, but he'll have to move, so we'll be hitting with 5s. It's the best I could do. They are fortuned, which might help. He is completely out of range of the Riptides. My Exarch on 1 wound. So just doing the best I can to try and deny Manny as many points as possible, because I think in a game like this now, it's just trying to lose by as small a margin as possible.
Okay, how many points did you score this turn, mate?
None.
Oh, 2 at the start of your turn because you were on 2.
Yeah, 2 at the start.
We've already added that on,
Yeah.
So yeah, no points this turn, unfortunately.
So this could be quite big here, because now we're just going to roll off with the objectives,
Mhm.
and if I just win these 2, then I'll catch up now and maybe take over.
You've got a morale to make, haven't you, Manny?
I've got a morale to make. So I can only fail this morale on the roll of a 5. I bang on 5.
Boom!
Felt it come in.
We all knew it was happening, didn't we?
You need a bit of luck to beat the luckiest.
Uh-oh. Okay, cool. So let's roll off the objectives, bro.
Yep.
That one?
I get a 6.
A 2.
I'm going to move it 6 inches further away. 3 inches. Yep.
Okay, this one. Important one. 3.
Ooh,
Does
six.
it move? Oh, yes!
Yeah, it's just in. Just.
Yeah,
So it's like he did that on purpose. This one, it makes no difference, but I'd like to move it closer to me here.
Okay.
At a 2.
Not that roll you want.
This one in here. You get to move as well.
Close to me again.
So because I've had to
That's
just
literally
play
at the
to
end of the
not
building.
die now, I've moved off all the objectives, so it's pretty bad for our hero.
I am the hero.
You're the villain.
I'm the villain. Alright guys, so just come back at the end of my turn 5, and all I did there was everybody moved forwards. One broadside advanced because he couldn't reach anything, the other one just moved. And the Riptide and the broadside shot 16 SMS shots over there, did 4 wounds to Reapers, but they passed all their saves, including Fortune, so I did nothing. And I'm just running for objectives here now, so I just got 2 points at the start of my turn, that was it.
No secondaries.
No secondaries.
So that was my turn 5. I had a think before the game, thinking if the game ends turn 5, I'd win on points just about, even though I'm fairly behind on board. If the game carries on, it's a lot harder for me, but if it then ends on 6, I may be able to scrape a very, very narrow victory. So I've played really defensively again. I've moved him out of range of the broadsides. This guy is out of range of the broadside. So Manny will have to pick one of these two to be able to SMS with his Riptide. He can't get points with both. The broadside is only in range of the Dark Reapers, neither of the Shining Spears. This turn the Dark Reapers moved up. I managed to get quite lucky. I did Word of the Phoenix first, which went off. They killed one broadside in the psychic phase and killed 3 fire warriors with the Exarch, 1 more dice morale, and then I hadn't cast quicken yet, so I was able to quicken them back into full colour, keep them hidden, so meaning they could only be shot back by the SMSs. So now we've got a really big roll to see whether the game goes on or whether the game finishes.
Yeah, man. If the game finishes here, John wins by a bit, I think.
Is that 1 or 2?
A couple of points, yeah, I think. Probably like 11, 9, 12, 8, something like that.
Interesting.
But if it carries on, I could maybe pull a draw out of it.
10, 6 or a 3+.
Yep.
Is that right? Ooh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we roll off for the objectives because I think this is the big thing. I think.
Yeah.
So this one you need to win. It
Ooh.
doesn't move anywhere.
It doesn't matter.
That one also you need to win.
Yeah.
Oh, which it does. He wins it.
So we go just 3 inches as far away as we can possibly get.
Yeah.
That one.
That one. Yeah, I need to win that. No.
So we move this
Touching
one.
this corner. No.
Yeah, I'll just move
No,
3
yeah,
inches.
it's moving towards you. And that one, I need to win this one. 4. Oh
6.
no! Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
it's been quite interesting with the objectives. Almost every turn they're just shuffling.
The one
back and
underneath the
forth,
riptide.
just- ooh, yeah.
The last one. 6.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Oh,
want
leave
it.
it where it is, leave it where it is,
Yeah,
obviously.
they shuffle back and forth, and you think they're only moving 3 inches a turn, but it's actually made quite a big difference.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
turn.
Yeah. So yeah, I think so. I've scored 2 points there at the start of my turn. So it's just whatever I can get. So I can see a small plan unfolding here. There's one guy on 1 wound here and 1 guy on 1 wound there, but they're marked for death. So my Riptide now is going to try and be the hero. Like move 12, try and kill both of them, and then use his Nova to move on that objective as well. And hope he lives. That's it.
We're going to pull a Manny, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, baby. We've got this. Okay, guys. So there, the Riptide has just moved. The Riptide's the only one that's done something this turn. So Darkstrider moved here and put 1 marker like he had on the bike. So the Riptide shot his cannon at that bike and the SMS at the other bike. Killed them both. So that's got me 2 points for marked for death. I got 2 points before my turn, so that's 4 points this turn. And now the Riptide is trying to make a 7-inch charge, and he'll be within an inch of those Reapers behind that wall.
The wall.
And then they will be locked in combat. And I'll be on that objective just in case it ends. This is massive.
It's
Overwatch with the Exarch getting 7 shots. It's average. Guided, so 1 so far. 2. Wounding on
5s.
nothing.
Exciting stuff.
Big charge, big charge.
7-inch charge.
Oh,
He's in! He's in! He's got an 8! Woo!
Oh, all the Reapers are locked.
So he's going to go like that. And then, just with his pile in, he's just going to cover the objective.
Yeah.
So I get all the points for it. And he's got 3 attacks, guys. He hits on 5s.
Can I correctly intervene?
If you're within 3, so
Do I have to be within 3 of him?
Within 3 of when I charged. So when I was just within an inch.
I don't know. Yeah.
you've got to.
You'd have to go through the Reapers
Yeah,
as well.
you have to move 3 inches and then be within an inch.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
So hitting on 5s. He's got a hit. He's got a hit. Winning on 2s. He's going to squash one.
He's gonna kick a Reaper in the face through the wall.
Oh, right.
No, he just splattered it against the wall and he's like, oh.
Okay, that was big.
That was massive.
That was loads of score in there for Manny and a big move to shut those Reapers down.
Yeah, so that turn we've got 2 points for being on the objectives, 2 points for marked for death, and oh, that's it. And we're hoping it ends, so I get another 4 points because I had ground control.
Yeah.
So this could be a big turning swing here. So I think John was up by about 2 kill points, and now that's basically even.
Yeah.
So that was big. So John, go for it.
Cool. So, my turn, fell back with the shiny spears, sorry, Dark Reapers, it's been a long day. I knew I had to either soul burst or kill the Riptide to be able to do anything with them. So I moved the characters out, hoping to whittle it down with smites and then kill it in combat. I managed to get very lucky with my smites. Faster did a few, Spirits did a few. Yvrain, Liam by example, and dealt 5 with a big super smite, killed the Riptide. That then let these guys shoot. I misplayed, I thought one of Manny's dudes here was a character. He was the lone remaining Farseer, so Fire Warrior, sorry. So I couldn't do what I was planning on doing and shooting the hidden warlord there for 2 points with the Exarch. So killed the characters that were here, and then she cast Whirl of Phoenix on herself to move up forward, assaulted the character there. I made a misplay, a bit of a brain fart, by moving her around, thinking that I wanted to tie up and tag the ethereal, forgetting that I couldn't attack when he did so. But yeah, I think I haven't worked out the points fully, but I think it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. And can I just say, that saved John. That he did like a super smite. The Riptide had 5 wounds left. He had 1 smite left. He got an 11, so super smite, and he did 5 wounds. And that saved him because he thought he was going to whittle it down with smites and then charge it with the characters to kill it. But the characters had 3 wounds left, 1 wound left, and like 5 wounds left. But averagely, the Riptide gets 6 hits on Overwatch with a 2 damage cannon. So just 5 wounds, he would have killed all 3 characters.
Well, no, I was pretty sure the game plan was you move the Reapers out, you cast Word of the Phoenix on them, you smite them, and then
if I hadn't done that,
and then you cast Word of the Phoenix on the Reapers that then shoot the Riptide.
You got to get through the 3 Impimpment then. Yeah, and then they don't kill all the characters and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then off that, your rain comes forward and kills.
It would have been so much better for me if he had to shoot all the Reapers and stuff, everything at the Riptide. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would have lost Shadow Sun in the assault phase instead of in the shooting phase.
You'd have to take the melter to the face. For
yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So
different game then.
It would have been a different game, yeah. So does it carry on? Important role.
It does not.
No.
Doesn't.
Good game, man.
Very good game, man. Very, very good game. So, if we just add up the score for you guys there. So,
So it's 15-12.
It's 15
to Manny.
Yeah.
Over the points scored over the game and in secondaries. Yeah. You scored an extra one there. Wasn't the Riptide your mark for death?
Yep. So Riptide was a mark for death. Yeah.
So that was 15-13.
Yep.
So John's up to 13, and then I get another 3 points because I'm on 3 objectives for my secondary.
So you're
at the end of the game. So I'm on 18. Okay, and then it's just.
So my other secondaries, I get 1 additional point for last strike, killing a unit on your turn. I get no points for Warlord because he's alive on 2 wounds.
So it's kill
points. Naira has Linebreaker. So currently it's 18-14 to me. For me, for me to win, I need to be up on kill points by 5 or more.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
We haven't worked it out.
Okay, so you have killed a Riptide, 3 units of drones.
Yep.
2 units of broadsides. That's 6. Shadow Sun.
Yep.
And a Cadre.
Yep.
8. And 5 units of fireworks because I've got 1 fire warrior left alive over here. So you're up to 13. So I have to kill less than 8. I probably have killed less than 8.
13. Manny has 3 planes.
And a wave serpent.
A wave serpent.
So that's 4.
2 units of shining spears. A Farseer on jet bike. And swooping hawks. So Manny's killed 8.
Oh, so that's a dead on draw then.
Yeah, because I get +5.
Yeah.
You could 8, I could 13, I get +5.
Yeah.
That puts me ahead by 1. Doesn't it?
1918. Oh, yeah, because he killed something in his last turn.
By 1.
1918.
1918 to John. 11-9.
Wow.
11-9.
Nice.
How tight is that? 11-9 on points.
That was a great game.
Such a good
and there's
game,
just
man.
nothing left.
Such a good game.
There's like, a couple of characters here at the back, a broadside, a couple more characters, and then this is all John has left as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just everything died. Really close game.
It's literally.
It was really good to watch.
Just Ivrain. If she would have died on anything, the Overwatch, the combat, anything, it gets me Warlord.
Yes, exactly.
And it gets me on final killer 7, tile level 7, and then that would have been. It's just 1 point either way.
Yeah.
It's just 1 point either way. Such a good game.
Yeah, it's great. So,
well done, guys.
Is there anything you would have done differently in the game?
From my side?
Yeah,
that one turn when that Riptide, I left my Riptide standing still for a turn because I didn't want it to be -1 to shoot a plane. But then I got 4 Marklight hits on each plane, so that counters your moving and firing weapon. And I was planning on shooting all my Marklights at it anyway, so I should have just moved the Riptide. It would have been 12 inches further forward, so it would have got me the kill units that are power level 7 at like a turn earlier. Which is, it's big, man. Yeah, it's big. So I messed up there. And the shield drone thing, remember turn 1? I lost 1 broadside that I didn't need to lose. So yeah, that was a big thing. What about you?
I think the biggest thing we talked about a bit already, that whole wave serpenting. I could have waited and done exactly the same thing a turn later. Would have been a lot better for me. And then there's just maybe, that was the only big thing I think, a few little bits like leaving the Reapers within an inch to let you do that charge. And there's another thing up there where I just had forgotten to shuffle my lone guy 5 inches. I passed the save, so it didn't matter, but on average it should have punished me a bit, really. But
I think the other massive thing that would have made this no game, one thing that you could have done and you would have just won the game like 20-0.
Yeah.
Because with this Towless you can't really deal with double shining spears. So you gifted me a unit essentially at the start.
Yeah.
I would have put both shining spear units in the corners of the board.
Yeah.
Or put one up in the sky for 1 CP.
Yeah.
And then I would have killed nothing turn 1.
That...
But I got a free unit of shining spears there. Imagine if you had an extra unit of shining spears in the game.
So what I should have done is, with my deployment at the start, if I'm...
It's because
so I start first, yeah. I know that I'm going first. So I should have maybe deployed aggressively and left it so that I only had the 2 spears and 1 character to then phantasm.
I would have just put 1 unit of shining spears in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there still not then... And then deep strike maybe in here?
Just for a bit later on in the game, just because you know where your wave serpent was?
Yeah.
If my broadsides were here, if there was a shining spear unit,
yeah,
I can't push forward.
Yeah.
Because a shining spear unit coming behind this wall and charging my army means it's game over. I'm tied for the whole game then. So it changes the entire game. Because there were so many walls, I had to get that unit turn 1. I had to, otherwise it's literally not a game.
Yeah.
Any one turn you could charge something that I've left slightly out of Overwatch and things like that, and it's wrapped, and that's it. It's game over. So I think that was massive.
Yeah,
I think that was a massive thing.
But no, it was a great game, guys.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch. Really well done. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I hope everyone enjoys it at home. But yeah, John, thanks for coming round.
Yeah,
appreciate it, mate.
Yeah,
it's been good.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
And right, yeah, we'll definitely invite you back. We'll see you on here again.
Yeah, look forward to it. Cheers, guys.